Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is my last attempt at the SK Modified Fix series here, week 4, New Smyrna Speedway, Season 3, 2021. Tried this twice before and just had abysmal luck, getting caught up in wrecks that I had no way to avoid both races and having terrible finishes. So this is my last attempt for the week, and whatever we get out of this is what you guys are going to get to see. Hopefully I can get you something good. Qualified second on the outside, likely have nothing for the one car. Just gonna try to get a top 5 out of this would be great. We have 11 cars in total, so honestly, as car number 3, we should be able to finish in the top 5 no problem, provided we don't get caught up in traffic, and we're actually in front of most of the problems that could happen for once, so gonna try to get out and see what we can do. Again, not sure if we're gonna be able to hang with the leader, but we should at least be able to kind of settle in second, third, something like that, run around. It can be difficult to pass in the fixed series as we're all fairly close on speed. So just going to try to do what we can and get the best run that we can. Get ready to roll off the pit road now. Clear fuel, tear off, leave the faster pairs. Unfortunately, I've had to use that too many times. Same thing, we're going to take the tires off as well, just to make it a little bit faster. So, starting on the outside can be a bit tough sometimes when you're in the first row, trying to gauge off of what the pole sitter's going to do. But we're just going to try to do the best that we can and hopefully not get freight trained on the inside. Line kind of sets up to the outside a little bit, but then also runs inside, so just gonna see what we can do and make this the best attempt that we can. Expect there's the possibilities that the one could be playing some games on the start, but we're just gonna see what happens. Hopefully we don't get caught up by the 9 at all.
Alright Jake, stay calm, focus. Green, green, green.
Okay, start, one pulls away, we're going to try to tuck down, just drive away from the field as best we can. If we just hang with the one and kind of save tires, that'd be great. See if any calamity ensues behind us that we're able to avoid. Looks like you got carts going all over the place. 9 kind of got pushed out of the way, so glad to not be in the middle of that mess. We finally can get a clean first lap, not be tangled up in anything, so just gonna hang with the one the best that we can, kind of ride along. Again, I would love to get the win, but I will not be upset at all with a second place finish.
The leader's just done a 18.36. The guy behind has just done a 18.67.
Gonna try to take it somewhat easy. I don't expect the one to make too many mistakes, so getting by him without moving him can be a bit tough, so.
That was a 18.37.
I got no problem kind of sitting behind and saving tires too, as we've already pulled quite a bit of a gap from the 11 back in third, so okay with kind of just hanging out and riding around long in laps. It's likely if we were to try to put a move on him now, we'd have to really get out in front to not have retaliation come back later on in the run. So I'd rather save that towards the end if we can.
P2.
Just kind of taking it a little easy as we're easily pulling away from everyone else, so. And there will likely be lap traffic, possibly some wrecks or anything to deal with as well, so. Just gonna try to save as much as we can right now. Don't want to lose touch with the leader so that way we can make a move later on in the race, but I'm not going to push hard either.
You've just done a 18.53.
One's not somebody I expect to be able to play mind games with and get him off the line. If he's going to make a mistake, it's going to be of his own doing, not something that we force, so. Again, we just want to try to be close enough that we can take advantage if he is to make a mistake or get caught up in something. far we haven't seen any smoke or anybody coming out of pit road, so it seems like there might have been a clean start after all that traffic. They kind of sorted themselves out, so it's definitely a bit of a different flair than what I've had for most of the races that I've run so far this week in this series. Again, 2 attempts before and just got taken out in both of them. See, the one's running a little bit of a different line than we are, a little bit higher. I would expect him to know something, but we don't. So we may end up trying that, but I'm also okay with the line that we're running right now, as long as we don't burn the tires off too much in comparison to the one.
You've just done a 18.66.
And he may be holding the pace too, knowing how much that we're pulling away from everyone else. Not trying any harder than he actually has to. See, it looks like he's starting to open up a bit of a gap, so
consistency. Keep it up.
I'm just going to try to keep up with him, do the best that we can. Kind of found a good hole if we can't keep up with him, though, because we're definitely pulling away from the 11 and 3rd, so. Looks like we got one car down on pit lane now. To watch out for him in the next few laps when he comes out. Looks like that was the 9 that was the one that got knocked out of the way off the start.
Your last lap time was at 18.78. Okay, Jake, there's a car exiting the pits.
Definitely clicking off laps. We're going to move the brake bias back a little bit. To keep an eye out for the 9 where he's rejoining. Looks like we're about half a straightaway behind right now. To keep an eye out for the 1, trying to set him as a pick to build a bit of a lead too. Hopefully he'll just, once we get to the 9, hopefully he'll move out of the way. Looks like he's going low, possibly entering back into pit road, so that helps us get by him without any issue. We've got quite a bit to the next car off the pace, the 10, so should be able to click off a few laps without any problems at all. So he's almost 9 seconds ahead.
Heads up, there's a car exiting the pits. That's half distance. You're looking good for fuel. That lap was at 8.
Halfway through. 1 seems to be pulling away a little bit, so we're going to try to keep it clean, not slide the tires any more than we have to, and see if we can build that gap back up, close in on them. See, we're still really pulling away from the 11 and 3rd, so we've got no pressure from behind at all. Go a couple more laps then. Looks like we'll probably move the brake bias back a few more clicks.
Okay, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up. Lap times are pretty
See, the
consistent.
1's now starting to take a little bit of a similar line. So, just have to see what we can do about closing up on them.
Just done a 18.81.
Got too tight out of the corner, had to check up back there, so that hurt us quite a bit. Lost a lot of time to the 1, so I'm gonna try to regroup. It was better to lift though and get out, not get into the wall, than it was to run into the wall and lose even more and possibly
That lap
risk
time
damaging
was
the car.
19.04.
Just have to wait a little bit longer to get on the throttle coming out of the corners. Hopefully the 9's not going to consider running with us, is trying to battle for the lead here, and it'd be great for him to respect that and just hang behind. If he does try to do it, we may just let him by so that way we don't run the risk of getting taken out. So again, I'm fine with finishing second. Would love the win, but second would be a great finish given how the week's gone. See, we're slowly closing back in on the 1, but again, he may be working the tires a little bit trying to save them, so looks like the 9 backs off a little bit, so that's good to relieve some of the pressure from behind. Thank you to him if that was done out of respect for our battle.
19.00.
Really closed up quite a bit on the 1 out of that lap. Looked like he had an issue going through the middle of 3 and 4 there, so I'm gonna try to do as much as we can here. Try to run him clean though. See the 9 closing in again, but if he's on fresh tires, he's going to be faster than us, so hopefully he'll respect the battle that we're trying to have here. With the brake bias back, a few more clicks.
That last lap was a 18.90.
Got 9 to go this time by. Lift a little bit, looked like the 1 was going to be a little bit closer to us than what he actually was. Again, I want to try to run him clean, or as clean as I possibly can. Definitely hanging with him. Brake bias all the way back and make a run at the end with 6 to go.
Alright, Jake, lap times are pretty consistent. That was a 19.00.
It's like the 1 might be pulling away a little bit, but we're kind of going back and forth. He'll pull away, and then the next couple laps I'll close up. So we're going to try to close up, do as much as we can with 5 to go.
That lap time was 19.00.
Like we might have some slower traffic that could play into this. Got a little loose there, got right down on the apron, over-rotated the car a bit.
That lap was a 19.00.
Come across the line with 3 to go now. Make our best attempt at the 1, but it looks like we might not have anything for him. Got much respect to the 9 right now for just hanging behind us and not affecting this battle at all. We got 2 to go this time.
2 laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium. That lap was a 19.00.
Use the apron a little bit to try to rotate. It might have gone just a little too much, so we're on the white flag.
Okay, Jake, 1 more to go.
If we can't get to him on this, most likely we're just going to have to give up, because it's likely we're not going to get him.
29 Fahrenheit.
See, he pulls away quite a bit down the back stretch, so happy to finish second. Nice battle. Glad we could hang with them. Good win to the one.
Clear inside. Great drive. That's a podium.
Great to run with them. It felt good to finally keep pace with some of the faster cars. I know at times I've struggled and fixed setup to run well. So it feels good to finally get a good result and get you guys something good to watch too. Not that we ever got immediately close, but hopefully you enjoyed that battle to watch. Not really any rocks from our side to watch, so we'll go check out the results and see what those look like. Let's look at the tires as well too. You can see 87.91, so heated up the right front a little bit. Got to learn how to be a little bit better on that. Ease it through the corners instead of loading it quite as much. That'll help us from falling off quite as bit, as you can see. Builds up a little more pressure as well in tire temps, so that kind of stuff would help not as much fall off through the back end of the run. So let's take a look at the results. You can see this was top split, fairly weak at an 18:05. We actually had the fastest lap out of everybody. We were just under 300s faster than the one car, able to gain 53 in the I rating, 0.16 in the safety rating. Again, felt really good to run with him and finally get a clean race in. So glad you guys were able to see something good, and remember to like and subscribe. Be on the lookout for more videos. We'll be getting some late models in this week, possibly some super late models and a few road course races as well. So leave any comments, anything you want to see below, anything you see doing different, and look out for the next video. Thanks.